Shri Brajendra Nandana Jaya Dasharatri Yashod Rana Gopala Vrindavana Purasara Gopi Vihajana Radhika Ramana Bhuvan Vasundara Ravan Karma Kanadashkari Gopi Jana Avasya Hari Badaje Kalma Avinda Palana Chitta Hari Vamshita Hari
అమ్మ పిలుస్తుంది చూడు వెళ్ళు. అమ్మ ఎక్కడ పిలుస్తుంది నిన్ను? వస్తుంది వస్తుంది ఉండు. హాల్లో ఉంది మంజరి. అమ్మ పిలుస్తుంది చూసావా? అమ్మ అమ్మ అక్కడ.
Rasaparayana Vrindavi Nani Bhasi Ananda Vadana Srihani Kirtana Bula Sada Jojama Gopanga Kana Ita Vinodana Samasunagana Dhamma Yamunatipan Parayan Manasa Chandra Chabora Manasa Namaskaras Krishna Jasa Rakho Chandramanam Ora Namaskaras Krishna Jasa Rakho Rama Ay One more Vaishnav song. Any preference? Sunandan Gopal Guru will decide. Any preference? Some Mahaprabhu song. God गौरंगा बोलो तुम्हें कौन सा गाना गौरंगा बोली तो हाँ Anybody would like to sing this song? I don't know बोल भी ऐसे मतलब Are you want to sing?
Not sure about lyrics.
Gauranga boli ke habe ulakashita haribo ayane babini da आज का बेनी आज जाने करुणा होई से संसार मस्ताना मोरा कभी तुझा करुणा होई हर का बेटा करुणा होई सारा बसाना मोरा कभी तुझा करुणा होई मोरा कभी तुझा ईशाया Hari Bol. Jai Ganesha Devi Chapa. Sada basana mocha aketu jaha प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंद की जय। मध्यांतमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkripa Tamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prethaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. The Lord abandoned walking on the well-known public road and went instead along a bypass. He thus kept the city of Cuttack on his right as he entered the forest.
When the Lord passed through the solitary forest, chanting the holy name of Krishna, the tigers and elephants in him gave way.
When the Lord passed through the jungle in great ecstasy, packs of tigers, elephants, rhinoceros, and boars came, and the Lord passed right through.
But by suggesting all the animals stood to one side. One day, a tiger was lying on the path, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, walking along the path in ecstatic love, touched the tiger with his feet.
Lot of mercy. I wish you were there.
प्रभु कहे कहा कृष्णा कहा उठिला कृष्णा कृष्णा कही व्याघ्रः नचिते लगिला. The Lord said, chant the holy name of Krishna. The tiger immediately got up and began the dance and chant the Krishna teachings.
That of fortune.
Another day, while Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was bathing in the river, a herd of maddened elephants came there to fetch water. While the Lord was bathing and murmuring the Gayatri Mantra, the elephants came before him. The Lord immediately splashed some water on the elephants and asked them to chant the name of Krishna. The test of advanced spiritual conscience is that one becomes fearless. He envies no one and he is always engaged in the Lord's service. He sees every living entity as an eternal part and parcel of the Lord, rendering service according to his capacities by the will of the Spirit. Therefore, Krishna tells them, here is a Mahabhagavata, please do not disturb. Why then should the animals be envious of such a great personality?
So what is the reflection on this?
Fearless.
Hmm. The test of advanced spiritual consciousness simply becomes fearless. I mean, Prabhupada says various places, various things, and they all reconcile. And the place he says the test of spiritual consciousness, spiritual advancement is how much material desires is going down, what have gone away. Another place Prabhupada said the test of spiritual advancement is how much taste you have in the holy names. And they all come together. So at various places, various instructions.
When we say fearless, that means you completely depend on the Krishna consciousness, so no fear. Nothing.
Theory for me. It's a theory for me. How many of us can go to the forest in the night and sleep there, which is surrounded by snakes and tigers, and fearlessly sleep? Anybody does? Fearlessly go to the forest and sleep. पहले से ही हम क्या करेंगे ना, कार को लॉक रखेंगे and we'll make sure the car is, you know, is भागेगा से कार को लेके. And you understand? We like immediately run with our car. Fearlessness is such a great quality, like such a high quality actually. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you are there and a lot of tigers come to attack you, what will you do? Will you splash water on them and chant, say, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? We're like, Balabhadra, what to do now? Let's jump into the water, let's go in the middle, let's see what to do. Try to run away. So Prabhupada said that's a test of advanced spiritual consciousness. Prabhupada said that's why one should not take the renounced order unless we become fearless. Not ISKCON renounced order. ISKCON renounced order is okay. You get everything. But generally renounced order means you go to the forest and you travel in the jungles. Like most of us know, our spiritual master, he would just walk into the forest in the dead of the night when he was 20. Just walking throughout hitchhiking alone. It's not easy. It requires a quality of fearlessness. He sees every living entity as an eternal part and parcel of the Lord. This is another test of our Krishna consciousness. One time I was hearing Shivram Maharaj and he was mentioning one should not, there is, what is that? Anukaran and Anusharan. Anusharan is you follow their footsteps. Anukaran is copy them. So he said, when devotee thinks, I see Krishna in the heart of all living entity, that's like Anukaran. He said, you cannot see in the Krishna in the heart of all living entity unless you're Uttamadhikari. If somebody says, yeah, I see Krishna in the heart of all living entity, he's cheating himself. This is duplicity. This one has to cross over one's own duplicity and come to the stage of reality that fallen. How difficult it is to see Krishna in the heart of all living entity. When we see Krishna in the heart of all living entity, when we read, that time we see Krishna in the heart of all living entity. Immediately next moment we forget. We don't act on the principle of Krishna sitting in the heart of such a high principle, seeing Krishna in the heart of all living entities. So I really like this point when he said, one devotee asked, what is the difference between imitating and following? Then he said, if you think you are seeing Krishna in the heart of all living entity and not a Uttamadhikari, then you are imitating great souls. Prabhupada says it's a quality of Uttamadhikari. What an advanced state it is. Like Prabhupada would see Krishna everywhere, but it is too difficult. Like, remember when devotees asked Prabhupada, how do we see Krishna everywhere? Prabhupada said, when you see my speck, what do you remember? This is Prabhupada's speck. So likewise, when you see everything, this Krishna's energy. So they see Krishna everywhere. What a relief, bro. What a liberating consciousness that they see Krishna everywhere. Wherever they walk, they see Krishna everywhere. But people, especially, two kind of people say, I see Krishna everywhere. Those who are very beginner Kanishta and those who are very advanced. At least my experience. Those are very beginner Kanishta. They say, why to come to the temple? We see Krishna everywhere. But they don't realize I'm cheating myself by banning myself away from Krishna. And usually beginning stage, what one wants now, one really wants to prove that I am a great devotee. Ahankar. One wants to make, once I feel that I'm everything best scripture says is what is talking about me only. I don't experience that in your beginning stage. I mean, good if you don't experience. If you experience, then it's a sad state. When we read scriptures now, our consciousness should be, oh, I don't have this. When we read qualities, saintly qualities, our thing, our devotee is humble. Then we should not think like humble, yeah, tick, tolerant, tick, forgiveness, tick, tick, tick. Yeah. Now I have all that one is called your Mahabhagavad devotee. That is a sign of, that is a duplicity that one is not able to see, that I am shallow and comparing myself to Mahabhagavad devotees and putting myself on a pedestal, which I do not belong to. This duplicity, Raghunath Das Goswami says, one has to give away Manasiksha. It will go away when anarthas go away, then you realize there is so much duplicity within me. And we are hearing somebody says like this, like we say, one who has taste, how much taste one has in holy name, that much advanced one is, yeah, very advanced. And how much, a material desire has gone away, very advanced, yeah, very advanced. And how much one is fearless, yeah, fearless, very advanced. So we always want to become duplicitous and cheat ourselves and don't want to take a position of Kanishta Adhikari. No, Dhamma only. No, it won't help you progress. We have to give up the duplicity and come to the point of humbleness. Why does Mahaprabhu say Trinada Visaniche? You have a question? All right. Yes.
Say Jala Bindu Gana Lage Yara Gaya. Say Krishna Krishna Kahe. Preme Nache Gaya. Gaya. The elephants whose bodies were touched by the water splashed by the Lord began to chant Krishna, Krishna, and dance and sing in ecstasy.
So elephant started. This is all theory for us actually. I cannot imagine the spiritual energy when Mahaprabhu is telling them to chant. It's beyond our adhikar to understand these things. You heard that song by Yadi Gaur Na Hoi To. We sang it in one time. No? So there he says, my heart is steel frame. You may have heard that lecture from Guru Maharaj. And Maharaj mentions that because he's thinking his heart is steel frame, is anybody who is singing with him is in ecstasy. If one thinks that, great, I am great, then everybody will feel depressed. He said, because he's thinking his heart is steel frame, that is his qualification, that everybody is, Guru Maharaj says, everybody is melting in ecstasy when he was reading the Kirtan, and he's thinking that I have no devotion in my heart. Then he's able to produce that effect. It's like, it's a very contrary equation than what we assume, what our mind says, like the advancement bhakti. It's like, that's the consciousness we see in the songs of Narottam Das Thakur. And Narottam Das Thakur is like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, like the song they sing, they actually feel that. One devotee asked that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling, I am full of lusty desires. How many of you in this room will say that I am full of lusty desires? Anybody here who would say I am full of lusty desires? So it means we need to, I should raise my hand also. We need to come to a platform of advancement of Bhaktivinoda Thakur that we realize that I have so much lusty desires. Two things are there. Either we are more advanced than Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Correct? Otherwise, oh, Thakur Bhaktivinoda has a lot of lusty desires. Poor man, I am doing well actually, that doesn't attack me. You see, this is all sign of, I'm sorry to say, duplicity, but it doesn't reveal to ourselves. How is it? Very difficult to understand actually. That consciousness. We think Bhaktivinoda Thakur, we say, when we speak about conditions also. Seeing others Happiness makes me distressed. Seeing others distressed makes me happy. I mean, many of us will think probably I'm not there, but that's just because we are covered. Anyway, it's very difficult for it to understand. We don't even like fathom that consciousness. We're like, it's not true. Yes.
Some of the elephants fell to the ground and some screamed in ecstasy. Seeing this, Balabhadra Bhattacharya was completely astounded.
What did the elephant do? And what are they screaming?
Krishna, Krishna.
Falling on the ground and screaming Krishna, Krishna. Yeah, ecstasy. Here we don't see anybody in Kirtan falling on the ground saying Krishna, Krishna. They're like, "Arey, focus क्यों नहीं हो रहा है?" But the elephant are falling on the ground and screaming Krishna, Krishna. This is Kripa Siddhas. Sometimes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted very loudly while passing through the jungle. Hearing his sweet voice, all the does came near to him. So सारे deer Mahaprabhu को follow करने लगे. It was such sweet singing. Martha, you want to read?
Hearing the Lord's great vibration, all the others followed him left and right, while receiving verse with great curiosity. The Lord patted them.
We see a glimpse of how much love Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has for all living entities and how much love he has. When deer came, he started patting, and his consciousness is remembering how Krishna will deal with the deers. And he's Krishna himself, but he's showing as an example. So he recited that verse that comes in Bhagavatam. I think it's from Venu Geet. Yes.
Blessed are all these foolish deers, because they have approached Manav Nanda's son, who is gorgeously dressed and is playing on his guitar. Indeed, both those and the person worship the Lord with the looks of love and affection.
So who is saying this song? And what are they saying? Why are they saying this? Yeah. What's their consciousness? Why are they saying this? They are not able to see Krishna. And these deer, they are going and they are saying they are such foolish creatures. And why they are mentioned as foolish? In one of the commentaries mentioned they are considered foolish because one reason is but they distracted Bharat Maharaj.
Yeah.
And that's one reason they call him foolish. There are three reasons I don't remember. A very long time back. I mean, I'm saying as if millions of lifetime passed. But sometime back, I don't remember why they call. There are three reasons. Any other story we remember from Shastra where deers come?
Ram.
Sita Devi. That's why the one reason they call them foolish. And there is one more reason. They call. Any story anyone remembers? I think they are attracted to material sound. Maybe. Right? When somebody plays something, they come running, attracted, and then they hunt them. That's how they hunt them. Right? Yeah. So, and that's why gopis are telling them foolish deer, they are foolish, but they are blessed. Why? They can go and see him and nobody will question them. But if we see him, then everybody will look at us. So we are so unfortunate, we are so fortunate. So when Mahaprabhu is patting the deers, he's thinking about how gopis glorified deers, that they are blessed. And they came and he has so much love and he is giving them love. He will ask them also, only love in the heart, envy will not be there. Then the love will overflow for the tigers and for the deers and for the elephants. When the heart is filled with love. But when the love is not there, then envy will arise. Then when envy arises, then we want to harm them. Whenever we see something will come and we'll try to harm them. But when heart is overflowing, then you can't think of harming anyone. Then you will be overflowing with love. When actually the heart becomes filled with love. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's heart was filled with love. So he was sharing that love everywhere. That's in the previous Prabhupada says, fearless. And then he says, our Vaishnava is free from envy. So there is no question of harming the deers.
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was passing through the jungle, I was saying, I was joining the group, the elder began to follow the law.
They're also following. And you know this pastime is very beautiful pastime, very beautiful picture. What a consciousness this is. If tigers start following us, what will we think? Wow, and Vrindavan, tigers follow like this to Krishna. And we'll start remembering Vrindavan. We'll start running away from them. They're tigers, right? I don't know what is this consciousness. He became so happy, filled with love when he saw the tigers and deers and monkeys and elephants. Just remember Vrindavan, how I'm in Vrindavan, he's taking and sharing love with them.
Vrindavana is the transcendental abode of the Lord. There is no hunger, anger, or thirst there. Though naturally inimical, human beings are fierce animals live together there in transcendental friendship. After a moment, Brahma returned to see Krishna's condition. When he saw that Krishna was still busy with his cowherd boyfriend and animals and was not disturbed, Lord Brahma appreciated the transcendental opulence of Vrindavan.
This comes where Brahmaji's prayers. And he was thinking, wow, Vrindavan is great. And there it is described there is no hunger, anger, or thirst, though naturally inimical. You see these cowherd boys, when demon comes, they don't become angry. Like, oh Krishna, what do we do? There is no anger, there is like surprise or those emotions. There is no hunger, anger, or thirst there, though naturally inimical. Human being and fierce animals live together there. So probably Brahmaji saw some ferocious animal there also. Otherwise, we only hear cows and cowherd boys, like generally. But he saw animals and they must be like cooperating. That's why he says, because there is no envy. That's why humans and fierce animals they live together.
Krishna चाहे तेरी प्रभु यह भी लीला कृष्ण चाहे वाया रहा मृगा नाचित लगीला. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, chant Krishna, Krishna, the tigers and deers began to chant Krishna and dance. When all the tigers and dogs danced and jumped, the Balabhadra Bhattacharya saw them and was struck with wonder.
You see Vallabhadra in the picture?
This
Yeah.
star. Did the tigers and deer began to embrace one another, and touching mouths, they began to kiss. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw all this fun, he began to smile. Finally, he left the animals and continued on his way.
Various birds, including the peacock, saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and began to follow him, chanting and dancing. They were all maddened by the holy name of Krishna.
When the Lord loudly chanted Hari Bol, the trees and creepers began jubilant to hear him. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari 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 Bol. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once asked Haridas Thakur how trees and plants could be delivered, and Haridas Thakur replied that the loud chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra would benefit not only the trees and plants, but insects and all other living entities. How many of you chant loudly? Loudly. In the mind. Full.
Not fully mind, but
Like-
trees cannot be.
But is it like, but you can hear? Yeah, that's sufficient. As long as we can, that is also okay. The vibration will go, but at least we should be able to hear. Then trees can hear actually. The vibration goes. Okay.
Thus all living entities in the forest of Jericana, some moving and some standing still, became maddened by hearing and holy name of Lord Krishna by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Mm. Some trees and plants and some moving became absorbed.
In all the villages through which the Lord passed, and in all the places he rested on his journey, everyone was purified for narration with the study of
When someone heard the chanting of the holy name from the altar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and someone else heard this chanting from the second person, and someone again heard this chanting from the third person. Everyone in all countries became a Vaishnava through such disciplined succession. Thus, everyone chanted the holy name of Krishna and Radha, and they danced, cried, and smiled. This potency is within every living being, provided you chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra offenselessly and without material needs.
What do you think? Do you remember South India tour? Same thing. He would give and they would give and they would give kind of things. Now, what it means to chant offenselessly? Like if I say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Was it offenseless? At this point of time, I did not do any sadhana. I mean, at this point of time, do forth and back. And did not means I have faith. These names are not on equal level. Shiva and Brahma. I am attentive while chanting this mantra. So is this offenseless? So how can one chant offenselessly?
There are no offenses, offensive inherent in consciousness.
One example, food, right? We eat food cooked by, if we eat cooked food by those who are not pure, but they're not thinking of any like lust, envy, anger, they're not thinking while cooking, but they're just cooking and they served you, will you be impacted? Yes, but they're not thinking at that time. Still, you don't think they will be impacted? How many of you think there will be no impact? They are not thinking anything. They're just cooking and just cooking. Just thinking, what the next item, what is the recipe, and no agitation at that point of time. So when we eat, will you be agitated? Yes.
I think no, Prabhu.
Huh?
I think no. Anyone, it comes under the goodness of Bhav. So anyone who does goodness, they might go to the the ocean, but they can't reach Vaikuntha, right?
Prabhu, I didn't understand your comment.
Okay, what my point is, if we are not having any thought, okay, either no envy, no greed, nothing, but still they're not thinking of Krishna, right? So whatever we are making should be in the mood of offering it to Krishna. So in that sense, whatever your statement you said is, my answer is no.
Prabhu is telling it won't impact us. So will we be impacted? You're saying yes. How many of you think we will be impacted if they're not thinking specifically of anything while cooking? We will still be impacted by their consciousness. How many of you think we will not be impacted? See, Nagmani Mataji, एकदम neutral. नहीं, हम मन में रखेंगे जो है हमारे विचार है. Actually, we get impacted. ये जो चेतना होती है ना, ये चेतना आपका कॉन्शियसनेस है. Consciousness is not instantaneous. Consciousness is something that is our consciousness.
But they are not thinking anything.
But it's the consciousness. जैसे मैं example देता हूँ.
If we are hearing something positive, then that also, when we are cooking. So when negative is not helping what?
Actually, it depends upon the instantaneous consciousness. जैसे मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ, आपका जपा कैसे बहुत अच्छा है. I mean, this is what I've experienced. सब कुछ अच्छा होता है. जो भी आप बनाओगे ना, अच्छा बनेगा. ऐसा नहीं कि आप क्या सोच रहे हो, ऐसा नहीं कि नेसेसरली कि आपको कुछ भगवान के लिए एकदम भगवान मैं आपके लिए बना रहा हूँ, हर मोमेंट भगवान आपके लिए सॉल्ट डाला, आपके लिए चावल डाला, आपके लिए पानी डाला, आपके लिए आग जलाया. आप ऐसा नहीं, आप बस बना रहे हो, आप बस एब्जॉर्ब हो बनाने में कि व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट आइटम, आप बस बना रहे हो. पर आपका जो चेतना होगा उस दिन, दैट विल रिफ्लेक्ट इन योर फूड, योर कॉन्शियसनेस ऑन दैट डे. ऐसा नहीं कि हम लोग किसी दिन चेतना अच्छा नहीं होगा ना, इट विल कम टू योर फूड. Basically, your Krishna conscious status at that day. Our Krishna consciousness changes, right? It changes. Whatever is instantaneous consciousness will enter the food. You can see your consciousness and it changes. That's why that vibrations will help. But it's not necessary कि उस वक्त आपको उस वक्त वो अच्छे भाव होने हैं या उस वक्त बुरा भाव ना होना. That won't matter. आपका चेतना अच्छा होगा, भक्ति का चेतना, आपका कितना एब्जॉर्प्शन लेवल है उस दिन इन योर चैंटिंग, वो डिपेंड करेगा कि आप कितने अच्छी चेतना में हो. दैट विल रिफ्लेक्ट ऑन योर फूड. एंड दोज हु आर नॉट चैंटिंग, जनरली if they have whatever the amount they have, even if they're not thinking, it will come to you. Did I make sense? Even if they're not thinking anything, आपके पास आ जाएगा. Otherwise, why would Mahaprabhu say, Vishayra anna khaila, dushta haya mana? Dushta hoya mana, na kare Krishna smarana. Mind will become polluted. Once mind become polluted, you cannot remember Krishna. So then Mahaprabhu is not telling, while cooking, उस वक्त वो क्या सोच रहे हैं. He is not telling. He is telling, Vishayra anna khaila. Whoever is absorbed in material consciousness, उसको अन्न खाओगे, आपका mind pollute हो जाएगा. Mahaprabhu is telling. So it's just a matter of when we realize it. वो समय लग सकता है, पर जो महाप्रभु ने बोला है वो तो आपका साक्षात्कार एक दिन होगा ही होगा. आज नहीं तो कल. अभी क्या है ना, वैसे ही मन दुष्ट है तो पता नहीं चलता और दुष्ट हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, दुष्ट मन है. पर जब जब मन शुद्ध होता है ना, तो आपको पता लगेगा कि अरे कृष्ण स्मरण नहीं होता है, मन दुष्ट हो गया. आज मन दुष्ट क्यों हुआ, क्या खाया. सो जस्ट योर जनरल कॉन्शियसनेस कितना हमारे अंदर है, क्या हमारा चेतना है, वो रिफ्लेक्ट होगा आपके प्रसाद में, आपके फूड में.
So chanting offenses remains not on that particularly. On
या लाइक प्रभु जी मेंशन राइटली, मेंटालिटी. जब आपका चेतना नॉन ऑफेंसिव हो जाएगा ना, कॉन्शियसनेस, तब आप शुद्ध नाम अटर कर पाओगे. नहीं तो जितना आपका चेतना शुद्ध होगा, जैसे समथिंग हाउ आवर गुरु महाराज एक्सप्लेन इज व्हाट यू डू 22 hours will reflect in your 2 hours of chanting. सुना होगा आपने, राइट? योर कॉन्शियसनेस 22 hours रिफ्लेक्ट, मीन्स आपका चेतना है, व्हाट इज योर कॉन्शियसनेस, that will reflect. It doesn't matter that I'm chanting and I'm not offensive at that point of time, so it becomes Shuddha Nama. It becomes Namabhas. No, it's your overall consciousness. It's like, it's more subtle than what is reflecting in our consciousness instantaneously. It's the base of our consciousness. That reflects in the food, that reflects in our chanting. Understood? Make sense? Question? Huh? Yeah? नहीं, आप लोग का चेतना मुझसे तो बहुत गुना आगे है एक्चुअली. But recently, because मंदिर में, I mean, anyways, I mean, I deal with all various kinds of people, right? क्योंकि मेरा सेवा वैसा है कि मैं ऐसे लोगों के साथ डील करता हूँ जो मेरे लिए बहुत डिफिकल्ट है डील कर पाना. तो somehow मुझे कुछ क्लियरली कुछ दिख रहा था कि ऐसा 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 महाप्रभु ने बोला. वो तब दिखता है जब आप एक अलग सोसाइटी में जाते हो, अलग अलग एनवायरनमेंट में एक्सपोज होते हो, कभी कभी आप हेल्पलेस होते हो, तब और ज्यादा दिखता है कि ओह मे बी दिस, व्हाई दिस इज हैपनिंग, दिस व्हाई दिस, and then relate to Shastra. Always, whatever we think, we go back to the scriptures. We don't speak our experiences unless it is supported by our scriptures. Otherwise, it becomes mental speculation. We say something that is not supported by our scriptures. Have you experienced when your consciousness is good, your chanting is good, your prasadam will be good? Have you experienced? When consciousness is bad, no matter how best recipe you use,
It's just only the prasadam or whole thing is bad because chanting is not good. But whole thing is, I mean, whatever you do it, I think that's
प्रभु जी यही होता है, सब कुछ बर्बाद होता है. You are walking and something will fall on you. कुछ ना कुछ ब्रेक हो रहा है, कुछ you will see
काम ही नहीं हो रहा.
all the signs कि यार आज तो फिर health issue is also because of offenses. कभी कभी होता है कि आप सोए और बैक एक हो गया आपको, और आप कहते हो कि थोड़ा अच्छे से नहीं सोए हम लोग. अच्छे से सोना कारण नहीं है,
वही गद्दे पे सोते हो, वही जगह पे सोते हैं, फिर भी
वो सब अरेंजमेंट होता है कि ऐसा ही हुआ क्योंकि सबका कारण है प्रभु जी. भक्तों के जीवन में इट्स इंस्टेंटेनियस कर्म एक्ट करता है एक्चुअली. क्या हो रहा है, एवरीथिंग इज अ बट वी जस्ट हैव टू रिफ्लेक्ट, इट हैज अ रीजन. अभी कुछ भी होता है क्या हो रहा है, क्या. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम आवर प्रॉब्लम कम्स बिकॉज ऑफ अनकंट्रोल्ड स्पीच. सारी प्रॉब्लम वहीं से आती है, मुख से निकला. हर बार हम लोग लेमेंटेशन में, अरे क्यों बोला मैंने ऐसा, अरे ऐसा नहीं बोलना चाहिए था, ऐसा नहीं, क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं, चुप रहो. चुप रहना सीखना है. तभी भगवान बताते हैं भगवत गीता में, वन ऑफ द क्वालिटी ऑफ अ सेंटली मैन इज मौन. पढ़ा करो, मौन मतलब भगवान को ग्लोरीफाई करो. प्रॉपर बोले वो मौन है. हम लोग भगवान को ग्लोरीफाई करने में पूरा क्रिटिसाइज भी करते हैं भक्तों को. सब कुछ कर डालते हैं सेवा के लिए, हर चीज कृष्ण से रिलेट करके फुल फ्रीडम लेते हैं हम लोग. पर भगवान ने बोलने की मौन रहो, वहीं से नुकसान होता है, चेतना खराब होता है, फिर सब कुछ रद्दी हो जाता है. प्रॉब्लमेटिक.
be unconscious. You don't know. At least really. Kirtan or something.
That is a very good way. My experience, if your chanting is not good, you cannot connect with kirtan also. You are listening the best kirtan today, you feel empty. When your chanting is good, same kirtan you hear and you feel like, wow, it's ecstatic. Same kirtan you hear next day, feel like कुछ फील ही नहीं हो रहा. वो कीर्तन का प्रॉब्लम हमारा प्रॉब्लम है. क्या है ना, आप चेतना केवल महामंत्र से ही टेस्ट करते हो अपना आप. जब वो अच्छा रहेगा ना, एनीथिंग यू हियर यू फील क्या लेक्चर था आज. चेतना अच्छा नहीं है ना, तो आप बेस्ट लेक्चर सुनोगे, आप बोलोगे कि आप शास्त्र पढ़ोगे ना, आपको लगेगा बोर हो रहा हूँ यार. सेम शास्त्र यू फील इट्स ऑल अबाउट अवर कॉन्शियसनेस. इफ योर चैंटिंग इज वेरी गुड, you read, you will feel like energy emanating from your body because you are reading scripture. Why? Just because of your consciousness. Next day you feel like, I mean, I should turn it off. So difficult, only 3 pages. Nothing is attractive when chanting is not good. Everything is attractive when chanting is good. Then we start giving reasons, Prabhuji, like busy or time nahi milta hai. None of these are the reasons. Don't come. This is again duplicity हर जगह आती है Prabhuji को. And your chanting consciousness is actually reflected when you chant alone. Then you know your chanting standard on that. In group chanting, it can either go down or it can go up. That's not your actual consciousness. तो अकेले जब करते हो ना, वो आपका चेतना. Many times I experience, like many times it happens, my initial chanting is good. Group chanting is not good. Initial chanting is not good. Group chanting is good. What you are is when you are alone with the holy name. तब जो आ रहा है ना, वो स्टेटस पे आप हो उस दिन. हमारा गोल है हर दिन हाई स्टेटस, पर होता ही नहीं है. इसीलिए तो हम लोग इतना केयरफुल रहना चाहते हैं कि हम लोग हाई स्टेटस एज्यूम कर सकें. और 4-5 दिन स्टेटस अच्छा हो तो प्राइड आ जाता है. अरे अब तो आप स्टेबल हो रहे हो, फिर फॉल डाउन में जाता है. ये लगता अरे यार कब मैं अपने इस उससे बाहर निकलूंगा. एक क्या है ना, ये हमारा कंडीशनिंग है एक्चुअली. हम लोग बड़ा एक कई बार मैं रिफ्लेक्ट करता हूँ चीजों के ऊपर, मैंने किया when we come out of this, just become. Prabhupada says Krishna prema is natural for us. Just for example, you all love your children, right? If you love them so much every day, do you become proud? Oh, I love my child so much. Feel proud? कि यार आज तो मैंने बच्चे का सेवा किया. क्या it's natural for us? Like Krishna consciousness is natural for us. But because it's not natural for us now, 3 days if we are Krishna conscious, we feel like great. पर जो आप जिससे प्रेम करते हो, we never become proud. So these great devotees, na, they have that love. It's natural. They don't think कि I am great because I am loving, because the love is natural. हम लोग का क्या है, हम लोग को लव आया नहीं है, हम लोग को कहीं किसी प्रकार से मिल जाता है, हमारे को नेचुरल नहीं है, इसलिए हम लोग को लगता है ऐसे कैसे हो गया. How am I resorted? This is shock actually. Then we think something. Otherwise, love is natural. There is no question of pride in love. Any question? All right, so we continue. Okay, who is supposed to lead? ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है कि हमें अगर हम दिखाएंगे, you will lose it. अगर कोई आपको फोन किए, पूछे कि आपका जपा कैसा है, आप बोलो प्रभु जी बहुत अच्छा जपा था आज तो, खत्म, गया. बोलने में जो आपने अचीव किया है गया. आप कोई आपको फोन किए, आजकल आप क्या मेडिटेशन कर रहे हो, आजकल तो मैं चला गया प्रभु जी, बस गुण और लीला ही आ रहा है. वो आखिरी दिन है जब आपने बोला था, वो आखिरी दिन आपके चैंटिंग में उस स्मरण का. जो आप बोलोगे वो आप लूज करोगे। अब आपको ये देखना है कि आपको चाहिए क्या, आपको फेम चाहिए या आपको कृष्णा चाहिए, दैट इज योर चॉइस। फेम मिलेगा, कृष्ण चले जाएंगे।
लेकिन क्या बोलना चाहिए फिर? वही पूछा। Okay.
त्रिनादपि सुचिना, वही एक स्टेट आपको मेंटेन कराएगा। जो बोलोगे वो लूज करोगे। थोड़ी मेरे साथ तो ऐसा होता है, तो आपको पता लग जाएगा हृदय में, ये आखिरी दिन था ऐसा होने का, अभी इस स्टेट को आने के लिए काफी लंबा समय लगेगा। यहाँ चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने क्या किया? Being afraid of great assembly of people, the Lord kept his excesses concealed. छुपा के रखा। और एक्सेसिव में ऐसे नहीं आ रहे, देखो मैं आप लोग से बेटर हूँ, मेरे पास ये आपके पास है नहीं, आपको भी लेना चाहिए, छुपा के रखते हैं। Sasri Thakur mentions this, that if you show off, you lose it.
So with counselor, we have tell the status. That is also.
Yes, then that is okay, it will protect you. But if the, see it all about the desire, man. If the desire is fame, then you lose it. If your desire is not fame, if the desire is a Guya Makhati Prichati, you will not lose. That is important, Guya Makhati Prichati. But when fame comes, then you lose. टाइम हो गया हमसे,
Yeah.
यहाँ भी टाइम होने वाले, तो थोड़ा और पढ़ते हैं few verses.
Then feminists recognize users. Then that we would do it. But if we want to advance and we don't know what's happening, we should.
And if we have desire to be recognized, we lose it. What is the next statement?
So how do we not lose it? We have to share with someone. That is what Madhavi asked.
देखिए,
Share with someone.
या मैं समझ गया। अगेन आपके चेतना पे डिपेंड कर जाएगा। क्योंकि आजकल तो बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है, आजकल तो बस गोस्वामी जी दिखते हैं, उनके शास्त्र ही मन में चलते रहते हैं, क्या एक्सपेंसिव प्रभु चला जाएगा। Just depends on our conscious. If it is natural, like if somebody asks, how are you chanting? If you're chanting, good. If somebody asks, what are you thinking? Such, and the purpose is okay to check the status. Okay, this is good, this is good, this is not good. Let's go Makrati Pichiti, which is good. क्योंकि हम देखना चाहते हैं कि कुछ गड़बड़ तो नहीं हो रहा, कुछ ऐसा तो विचार नहीं आ रहे जो अनशास्त्रिक है या उस तरीके से। बट अगर अपने मंतव्य से हम शेयर करेंगे, then we lose it. Even if you want to help somebody and you share, you still lose it. धीरे धीरे आपको और केयरफुल होना है, फिर और केयरफुल, और केयरफुल। ये हम मिस्टेक से ही सीखते हैं। ओके,
The Lord did not always manifest his ecstasy. Being afraid of a great assembly of people, the Lord kept his ecstasy concealed.
Although Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not manifest his natural ecstasy, love, everyone became pure devotees simply by seeing him and hearing. It is not that everyone is able to see Krishna or Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu physically, but if one keeps on him through books like Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and through Parampara system of pure Vaishnavas, there is no difficulty in becoming a pure Krishna, free from mundane desire and personal motivations. It cannot be said that now the potency of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is less than it. Less than it was in his presence.
this is too difficult to understand. Do you think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's potency was much larger when Mahaprabhu asked devotees to chant during his time than it is today's time? Or you think it's the same potency? Great realization. अभी तक मैंने realize नहीं किया उस चीज को. But Prabhupada is telling the potency is the same. But it depends upon from whose lips the holy name is taken. The holy name potency is always the same. But the effect it will have on us will depend upon the from whose lips the holy name is coming from. One devotee said, you don't know what it means to be in a Kirtan with Prabhupada. आपने कीर्तन देखे Prabhupada? Among the Vaishnavas, what are the experienced Vaishnavas? Like ऐसा लगता है क्या experience कर रहे हैं लोग? आप समझे? How what we experience is based on from whose lips they are coming. But the Hare Krishna Mahamantra potency is the same. But when it's coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's words, it's making them pure devotees instantaneously because it's coming from his lips. But on the contrary, he says one should not hear the Hare Krishna Mahamantra from Jagjit Singh. And just give an example. No, somebody was playing Jagjit Singh. मैंने कहा अच्छा है पर भक्त से सुनो. कृष्णदास भक्त से सुनो. महामंत्र सुनना है तो शुद्ध भक्त से सुनो. तब इफेक्ट okay. We'll go through the round and we'll finish with you. Okay. Another thing, although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not manifest his natural ecstatic love, everyone became a devotee simply by seeing or hearing him. So sometimes, we want to show either to give faith to others. कभी आपके मन में विचार है कि उनको faith देने के लिए मुझे बताना पड़ेगा. मेरा experience क्या है? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not try to do that. He kept himself concealed. But then, because he was internally fulfilled, by seeing him or hearing him, they became devotees. हमें अपने आप को शो ऑफ करने का आवश्यकता नहीं है. वो इफेक्ट अपने आप आ जाए. आपको बस नेचुरल रहना, आपको कंसील रहना. We are all trying to work on it. Yes. कोई समस्या? Yes.
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Jharkhand on his way to Mathura, he found that the people there were almost uncivilized and were devoid of God consciousness. The word Billa refers to the class of man belonging to Bills. The Bills are in like afflicted and they are lower than Shudras. Such people generally live in jungle, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to meet them.
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Jharkhand and he met some people who were very much not conscious, not God conscious. Like
When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed through the Jharkhand forest, he took it for granted that it was Vrindavan. When he passed over the hills, he took it for granted that they were Govardhan.
this is great, bro.
Similarly, whenever Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw a river, he immediately accepted it as the river Yamuna. Thus, while in the forest, he was filled with great ecstatic love and he danced and fell down crying.
Along the way, Balabhadra Bhattacharya collected all kinds of spinach, roots, and fruits whenever possible.
That's true.
Wherever Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited a village, a few Brahmanas, 5 or 7, would come and extend invitation to the Lord.
Yeah, we'll stop here. We'll see from the previous slide Mahaprabhu's prasadam arrangement on the way. That we will see. Something Prabhupada says on that. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpa tarubhesha kripa sube evacha patitanam pavan. Thank you very much, all of you. We are ending now. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Danda
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.